Do you think we should be thinking of Al-Qaeda as a terrorist group? I know that there was a conference in January 2001 which you attended, at which you felt that bin Laden was better described as a religious warrior and should not actually be thought of as a terrorist.
No, we said unless the evidence is brought out against him, then he is not a terrorist. It's wrong. And even 9/11's full evidence is still not emerged. It is still shrouded in mystery. And a lot of people have a lot of misgivings about that. And it's not only me. I think a lot of people in America would be thinking the same way. There are scientists, there are scholars who have written articles on it. So I think to dub a man as terrorist, because I heard him twice say on radio or something like that, and I think it was Osama, not only that, but Mullah Omar also said that he did not believe that Osama had carried out that act. So that is still a mystery and it needs to be resolved. Americans have still to set up a proper commission, or inquiry commission into this event. I think that's very important, and I think President-designate Obama would do well to set up an inquiry commission into this.
What is your hunch as to who perpetrated the 9/11 attacks?
Well, I have been on record and I said it is the Zionists with the neocons. They have done it. It is an inside job and they wanted to go on the world conquest. They were looking upon it as an opportunity window when the Muslim world was lying prostrate. Russia was nowhere in sight. China was still not an economic giant that it has turned out to be, and they thought that this was a good time to go and fill those strategic areas which are still lying without any American presence, and of course to control the energy tap of the world. Presently it is the Middle East, and in future it is going to be Central Asia. So there are many theories, and of course
But you think who were
That's what I also think.
Who was at the heart of? Who do you think was at the heart of plotting 9/11?
It's very difficult, really. I wouldn't point my finger at it, but I think it was planned in America, and at least one knows that it was done in Germany as far as the reports go. But I think the heart of planning was inside America, because the job was done there, but not a single person so far has been captured, caught, interrogated inside America, even though this entire episode took place there.
But you said that that the people behind it were the Zionist neocon conspiracy. Do you mean by that American Jews? Do you mean Israel?
No, Israel. I would not, because Jews are also divided into, not all Jews are bad. Of course, there are a lot of things common between Jews and Muslims. In fact, they are the closest to us, religion-wise, because some of their scriptures are respected by us. Their prophets are our prophets. The injunctions in Torah are very much similar to injunctions in the Holy Quran. So there are things which are very common, but there are those people who are very ambitious, who have certain agenda of their own, and I think they have turned the world upside down because of those ambitions or their fears. So fear and ambitions are two things which have come together as far as Zionists are concerned, and they are trying to drive the policies of America, and unfortunately the American people are suffering because of that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, out of the gates, we have General Hamid Gul, and of course, he was the head of Pakistani intelligence back in the 1980s. He went on CNN on Sunday night on one of their international programs and talked about the fact that he believed 9/11 was an inside job and that the Mumbai attacks, formerly Bombay, were also an inside job. As you know, we have detailed that that was a false flag attack carried out by Western intelligence, clearly in India, as a pretext to start World War III between the two nations. There were also calls. The Pakistani government has now said that were officially made, confirmed with the phone records from the Indian Foreign Ministry, saying we are going to attack you, attempting to trick the Pakistanis into launching some type of attack, and that almost happened. And so for the next 30 minutes, I'm very honored to be joined by General Hamid Gul. And General, joining us from Pakistan, thank you so much for coming on with us today.
You're welcome.
Just out of the gates, I was told by your son that you were not happy with the CNN interview, that they edited you. So you've got the floor, sir. We're not going to edit you. You are live. So tell the world what is really going on.
Well, at the moment, we have to look at this great human tragedy that took place in Bombay. I sympathize with India. They've been rocked very badly, and their response is a bit nervous. They want to go to war with Pakistan if Pakistan does not behave or does not hand over whoever they want from us. They have given a list of people. But I think there has been a long record of the Indians accusing Pakistan whenever something like this happens. And in the past, they have turned out to be every time wrong. Of course, Pakistan is willing to cooperate, and I think that's a good position that President Zardari has taken, that you provide the evidence and we will try them out, we will arrest them, we will put them to trial, and you can come and watch, see, let the international cameras come and see, and there should be a transparent, open trial, and if that does not satisfy you, then what else will? So this is the situation where we stand today. There is an ominous threat from India, and America seems to be quietly patting them on the back and asking Pakistan to do whatever India is demanding. Now, this is an unfair position because India is not like America. America demanded from Pakistan back after 9/11 to cooperate and hand over anybody that Pakistan could lay their hands on. 700 or so people were caught in Pakistan. They were sent to Guantanamo Bay, to Bagram, and to Kandahar jails, and nothing came out. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed is the only one who is being tried in that case. All others have been let off. So to get innocent people like that, just because you accuse them and you don't even provide the evidence, you pick them up and shove them in jail, this is not on. I think this belittles the human values that particularly democracies uphold and they talk so much about. So I think Pakistan's offer is good enough, and today Pakistan cracked down on some of the defunct organizations. In fact, these were banned in year 2002, immediately after 9/11. But there could be some maverick elements among them who would still, I won't rule out, could carry out on their own or in conjunction with some other forces such kind of atrocity. But we have to wait and see how it goes.
Okay, Mr. Gul, General Hamid Gul, please stay with us. We're going to break and come back in a long segment. Plenty of time for you to break down what's really happening, the serious tensions being risen due to what happened a few weeks ago in India. Please stay with us.
Alex Jones.
Reading from Wikipedia, General Hamid Gul served as Director General of Pakistan's Inner Service Intelligence, ISI, during 87-89, mainly in the time when Benazir Bhutto was Prime Minister of Pakistan. He was instrumental in the anti-Soviet support of the Mujahideen in the Afghan War, 79-89, a pivotal time during the Cold War, and it goes on. And we have him online with us. We, of course, yesterday played the CNN TV interview he did that was heavily edited. This is live and is not edited. Going back to him in Pakistan, we've tried 3 different lines. This is the best one we have. We apologize. Our audio is not loud to him, is not very audible. And obviously his audio back to us is very, very broken up. But we nevertheless have him joining us, and we're very thankful. Sir, continuing on the CNN program, at least what they edited you to say, you talked about 9/11, the evidence being that 9/11 was an inside job, and the attacks in Bombay, now Mumbai, of a few weeks ago, that the evidence was it was an inside job. Can you go over the evidence that you believe that these are false flag events, sir, and why these false flag events are being staged?
Are you talking about 9/11?
Yes, sir.
Well, I have my own reasons. You know, Rod Norland was the senior reporter here. I think he was based in Islamabad at that time. And he came to me immediately after 9/11. And his version that I put out, it was given to the Newsweek, and unfortunately it was blocked. But it appeared on the internet, on the website of the Newsweek, and you can see it. I think it is dated 16th or 17th of September 2001. And in that I had said the same thing, and I still maintain that that's my position. I have following reasons for it. A, that 9/11 took place on the American soil. Not a single person has been caught inside America. Even though for doing such a job, I think a huge amount of logistic support is required in the area where such operation is carried out.